She does that. I noticed. I was watching her in Montpellier when she knocks. She does the same thing as Harimoto does, which is on her forehand. Like she turns her head on contact, so she's constantly. If she's doing top, she's like constantly like this.
Just making sure you're not stealing stuff out of her bag from merch.
Yeah, I'll have that. Yeah. She got the cyber
case,
shape.
Marlon should be on, like his head wiggling around when Joe's
He
about.
will be after the World Cup, trust me.
Marlon's got. There'd be a video on YouTube. Marlon's new forehand technique, and he's there like this.
Yeah. Yes, guys, we're back with another podcast. Hope you had an amazing Christmas. I thought, boys, it'd be quite cool to just have a look back at the year in both stuff that TTD have done, because we've had a crazy year.
True.
But also then have a look at some of the madness that's been going on in world table tennis.
Yeah.
Look at some of the best points, some of the best upsets, all that stuff.
I love it. And I just said earlier, maybe one day if it could be in like an arena with the players and we do like point of the year, the TTD point of the year, and get everyone voting in on it and stuff. That would be cool.
Like an awards ceremony night.
Yeah.
That's the word I was looking for.
Like the Oscars.
Yeah, like the Oscars of
red
table
carpet,
tennis.
the lot.
What could we call it, though? We'd have to come up with something. Yeah. But yeah, we'd all be in tuxedos, the whole lot.
I love it.
And probably, spoiler alert, I mean, we haven't gone through every single match. I know there's going to be a comment here saying, what about the fourth Bundesliga match where this point was insane? It's also going to be recency bias, right? Because I can't remember what I did in February or January. So
I like it.
we've just picked some cool things that we thought we'd have a talk about.
Yeah, kind of like a summary of all the cool stuff of like main WTT events, Olympics, and like Joe said, what we've been up to as well, because we've had a fair few like wild trips over the year. So I think it'd be a cool summary.
Should we start? We played against Pongfinity, didn't we?
Yes.
In January.
Was that really
great.
this year?
Yeah.
Wow.
Did we play him in January, did we? Was it January? No.
Fairly sure it was January.
It was cold.
We
I
released
remember
it
it
in
was
April.
cold.
The video was released in April,
so it would have been
wasn't
January time, yeah.
Great collaboration, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was good
It's
fun.
really
So
cool.
much fun. What I liked was how, it wasn't like nicey. It actually was kind of like war. In a way, like there was a lot of friendly banter amongst everyone, but actually each team did want to win.
Yeah.
And, that was what made it good.
Do you see the Welsh Dragon the other day played Mika? He had some...
Did he?
Yeah,
He played Finland Open.
He put it on his Instagram.
Oh.
He beat him.
He beat him, yeah? Scores?
I think it was close in the fifth.
Okay,
I could be
all
wrong.
right.
Could be wrong.
Yeah, it's because I think Welsh Dragon is better than Mika, but not by much. Mika's a good player, but
Yeah.
I think Welsh Dragon is a touch higher. What I saw him in the SBL this year, in Senior British League, Welsh Dragon is...
Yeah, he's class.
no, he's good. Like, he's an international, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mika's good, though. Mika
Mika's
is good
good as well.
You play Mika, he's good.
Yeah. Callum's got that power, though. Some of the shots you see him hit, it's just
Yeah.
nuts power. But yeah, that was cool. Any plans to...
We need a rematch.
Yeah, What, is there anything in the pipeline? Or we're working on
me and Emil spoke recently about we need to get a rematch and stuff, and it was talked about, but it's not like there's nothing like done
Nothing
yet. Like, we're
planned.
not so we need to do that ASAP. So we need to go to Finland and play in their turf in the cold. It might be different this time.
To be honest, when they came here, I remember it was really cold.
It
So
was cold,
yeah.
but it'll be colder
Oh, yeah,
out there.
of course.
And they might have an advantage there. Different feeling, different ball.
Yeah.
High altitude.
Yeah. Obviously, we only just narrowly beat them. Maybe they get the win this time.
Yeah.
Better get training hard.
Yeah, I mean, look, Otto is a beast. Mika seems to be playing a lot more now. He's posting a lot more on his YouTube and stuff. So maybe
He's playing in Spain, Spanish second league.
Yeah, Beast beat Mika, right? That was a key game.
Yeah, Beast one. Yeah.
Yeah, so if Mika can
He beat both, didn't he? He beat Otto as well.
Beast beat Otto and Mika.
yeah. What needs to happen is Mika needs to get a win against Mika, or Otto need to get a win against Beast, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I feel like I didn't play great against Mika like that. Could
That's what I'm
easily have
saying.
gone
Yeah,
the other
'cause-
way, like,
yeah, definitely.
I had a bad game.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that could easily go our way. Then Beast could lose one. So it's all
It's tight. It's
all
very
on the
close.
day.
And if you wanted to...
And Emil might start attacking.
Yeah.
I think he'll have to have a chance against you, right? Like he needs to play a normal style. Like I feel like the defending is not working for him.
Or maybe we could we add the Dane, maybe they add Benedict Ola. Oh,
True.
Benedict Ola, right? Every single meme I go onto on Instagram where I'm like, I got to send this to Tom, this is world
It
class.
is
He's
backhand.
already liked it. How is he like a pro athlete playing table tennis? But every single meme he's liked.
He's just there.
Yeah, it's world class.
Interesting.
He's obviously got a great sense of humor.
Yeah,
Sure.
he's funny.
Yeah.
He does do videos of Pongfinity, right? So maybe they could get him on the team.
Yeah. That'd be cool. Definitely.
Going into March, then we went across to Copenhagen, didn't we, and played against the Butterfly Legends.
Oh,
That
the
was cool.
Legends.
So much fun.
That was pretty iconic for us because a lot of the guys in the video, all the guys in the video, were from the era where we were growing up and getting into table tennis.
And they're
we were-
real icons.
That's what I mean. But we grew up. I grew up watching May Schlager, Primrak, all the guys.
I remember in Gaffer, right? he Gaffer's like, you know how he is, he's Gaffer marching about, and he's on it, he's switched on, right? And like no messing around. But he was actually really starstruck around Maze, because like he was standing there talking to me, and like Maze just walks past, and Maze walks along like he's a unicorn, right? And it's like the hair,
unicorn,
everything. And Gaffer's like, oh my God, there's Maze. He looks amazing. And I was just cracking up. It's just so genuine. He like froze. I was like, yeah, I know it's nuts, right? He's like, yeah, geez. And like Maze is like bopping along. I think we actually have it on camera when we catch that bit.
Put it on the screen if we can.
Yeah.
Just seen the Michael Maze swag for the first time. That's a confident man.
But no, it's a great event. Fair play to the players who got involved and really went for it as well. Like, Schlager and Maze singing on the sideline and stuff, and Primorac playing golf.
It was good fun. That was really
fantastic.
We need to release the video of or the highlights of Dane and Maze, because that match was unbelievable.
Oh yeah, there were some crazy rallies.
Yeah.
Next up then, June time, you and Lloyd. How long did you actually play for to break the world record for the longest rally?
Wow.
What was the record you're asking? 13 hours, 36 minutes and 43 seconds. Arm is still hurting now. Maybe that's why I had a little bit of pain the other day,
I mean, it would make sense.
Yeah, my arm was hurting a bit. I was like, oh, it's annoying. I haven't been playing much. So maybe there's some, because your arm is battered. Like after 5 hours, your arm, it's just brutal. But amazing, we managed to raise £7,000 and for charity. And yeah, it was just brilliant. And then it got broke a week later.
That is madness.
Did you get it validated in that week though?
Oh, you need to know the story, right?
Oh.
My God. So we're submitting our evidence to Guinness World Records, and it's a mad process, right? You've got all these application forms, and also you need witness statements, and 4 of them, and all signatures and all that sort of stuff. So it's submitted all to Guinness World Records. Now it goes into a pending phase of 12 weeks, right? So it can take us 12 weeks to Guinness World Records to confirm.
To verify it.
Yeah,
all.
otherwise you pay £500 for an express fee, and they do it in 5 days. Anyway, I chucked it into the normal standard one, which is 12 weeks, right? I then find out, luckily, that the guy that did it, what was his name again? Frederick? No.
Yeah, Frederick.
Frederick, yeah.
Two Swedish guys.
He messaged me off the random going, oh, Dan, could you just confirm what your time was? We're going to go for the world record this weekend. And I was like, oh, dude, yeah, we got this amount. Just if you do break it, like, don't submit your evidence, please, until ours have been verified. Because otherwise what will happen is you'll submit yours, and they're both going to pending state at Guinness World Records.
And you won't get it because theirs is more.
Yeah, so luckily they'd held off.
Oh, wow.
Let us submit the evidence. And then
how generous of them! Then they smashed the record.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But then I paid that express fee because I was like, well, it's going to take 12 weeks. And So actually, it came like the next day. As soon as I did the express fee, which goes, money in it. Like, you pay
Money
the
makes
express
the
fee.
world go round.
It comes literally the next day. Oh, here's your world record. Done.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you've got to wait 12 weeks. So
And it's just sat on their desk. They just haven't sent it to you.
Basically,
but if you pay £500, they'll email it
and
out.
they just email it the next day. Yeah. So we got it the next day. Which is awesome. Got a certificate here. It's upstairs somewhere.
Mounted on the wall. It looks cool.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's great.
That's really cool.
But yeah,
So the big question is, are you going to now re-break it and try and get it back?
Like, me and I'm like very like weirdly competitive in a strange way, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do 24 hours. Yeah.
I heard you were going to do 36 hours hanging by your feet upside down from a tree.
Yeah. No, I think if you could do 24 hours, that is really cool. An actual whole day.
Yeah, it is cool. It's cool.
Just
I'm
like
not sure how good it is
really-
for you mentally or physically.
No,
but
I know. But what me and Lloyd was doing was left hand a lot, right? We had swapped hands a lot. Those,
Did you?
They're frag- Yeah, we did all
That's
sorts.
brave.
Yeah, it was brave.
It
We
is
practiced it
risky.
a lot though. After 8 hours, we stopped the lefty because got too far, but we just stayed with the right. But
Clever.
yeah, that Frederick and stuff, they just stayed right hand the whole time.
Yeah,
But
so
I don't
maybe
know how
now
their
they're just in hospital with an elbow sprain.
I don't know how they did it like that. Yeah.
Did you have a wee in the diaper?
No.
What?
No, and I didn't even when I finished as well. It's weird. Nor did Lloyd. It's weird.
Probably your
would
brain
think-
is going into that state of like,
Yeah.
I need to just concentrate and just like,
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah,
But,
somehow it's
What
weird.
did you do for food?
I had like a little bowl on the side with like some grapes, some Jaffa cakes, sweeties. If it was you, Joe, you'd have had about
Sweeties.
50. What are those gels you have?
Oh,
The energy gels.
Sport and science, gels. SIS. I need a sponsorship from them because I'm hemorrhaging money.
Yeah, you
because
are.
I spend so much on
A
it.
local league match once, right? We're in
Yeah.
a church hall, rain, damp in the corner, spider
Yeah.
webs, cobwebs, no radiators on, 7 degrees outside.
Yeah.
No, -7. Joe is in there, and he's like not even started his first game.
Yeah.
He's got his drinking all his gels. I'm like, Joe, you're going to be jacked your elbows. You're going to be having a drop soon. And like an hour later, he's like, whoa. He has to have another one. I'm like, you know you started your first
Once
match.
you pop, you just can't stop though with that.
yeah,
Like, you're going to hit
yeah.
the drop, so you
It's
need
great.
another one.
Yeah.
It's like the placebo effect as well. I don't even know if they work.
Yeah.
But like,
I mean, that's all that counts, really, isn't
as
it?
long as it works in your head.
Yeah.
Right?
What-
Joe
I-
gets home at midnight from the league match. He's lying in bed like,
Yeah. You must be jacked. You know, where I've heard they work is like, let's say you're doing a marathon and you're like 15 miles in. Apparently, when you have one then, it's like really good. You feel it in your system because you're so depleted.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Actually, it makes sense what the record had those actually later on. But yeah, you know what I mean? Like, imagine doing a marathon. What is that, 26 miles?
Yeah.
I did the London Marathon and used them. Yeah, everyone uses them for that.
There you go.
Yeah.
When did you use one? In mile 1?
No, at the start line.
I just had one set up full time, like a giant one.
Like the Homer Simpson beer hat, where he's got beer on each side and the straws in.
yeah, every single rep. Yeah.
There was basically, I remember it really well. So as you're doing the marathon, you have like stations. So at like 6 miles in, you have like Lucozade bottles. So there'll be Lucozade, and then like 2 miles later, there'll be a gel station. So everyone grabs a gel.
It goes with pockets full.
None's left.
But I got some like really good advice from like people that have done marathons and all this stuff. And then my mum was like, "Oh, you need to be careful because when you go to those stations, people like take one sip of a Lucozade bottle and then just chuck it on the floor." I'm like, "Yeah, all right, mum. Like, what would you know?" Oh, mum was right? You get to like mile 8, everyone, because they give you like a 500 ml bottle.
And you can't drink it. You'll get stitched.
Right?
Like,
so everyone's basically downing themselves in it. Or taking one sip and just launching it.
Yeah.
So you're literally running on like bottles
Wow.
everywhere.
Oh,
but the
that's ropey.
gels, I remember I stood on a half gel and it just went.
Someone in the crowd's there like, ooh.
And it was. And I remember thinking at the time, like, oh, mum was right.
Yeah.
Fair play. Mums always know best, don't they, really?
that's true.
Somehow.
That's great insider knowledge.
What was next then after Butterfly Legends? We've somehow gone off topic a bit, but you know what it's like.
It's been a crazy year though. We've done
a lot of trips.
Yeah, went WTT. Done a few of those, which was fantastic.
Yeah, I feel like India was before that first India trip.
UTT.
Yeah.
UT.
So no, but even before UTT.
Okay.
We did Dusseldorf for
Oh,
Andrew
you
Kidd.
guys, so that's the one I didn't make. I couldn't make that one.
The stuff. Oh, that was crazy.
That was cool.
That was
The
kind
big
of the
event.
first time we had like spectators watching a TTD team episode. It was a shame we couldn't be part of that. Tom.
Wait, hang on. Hennebon.
Oh, Hennebon.
Hennebon was
Hennebon was
first.
Olympics.
Was that after? No, Hennebon was before that.
Hennebon was just Olympics were August, late July, August. Hennebon was just before that because we played Carlson and then we said like
That's
good
it.
luck for a few
Yeah,
months.
it was
So that was before, yeah.
Yeah, you know, like it was really difficult because like you're going out onto the pitch. There's 800 people watching or whatever. There's 1,000 people in Hennebon, and you're like, I've got to play blimmin'. Who did I play?
That's the thing. It's not so bad. It's not so bad if you're going out and playing someone your own level, but we're also going out and playing some.
And I'm like, I've got
pros.
to play Krang right now, and it's 0-0, and I've got 1,000 people watching this. Okay, like you know what I mean? I think before I was just so nervous, so I just like block it out. I was like, right, let's have a fun game here and go for it.
I
It was
guess
a great experience.
There's like two trains of thought, which is one, I want to win, but then equally, like I need to make this look quite entertaining. Like you can't just miss every third ball. Or,
Yeah,
like, miss every
they're
block,
always
right?
the
Like,
hardest ones where it's like it's not an exhibition, but it's not super serious match, and then it's really tough to get the balance. Like one way or another, it's fine if it's full on exhibition, you mess around, you have some cool points, or if it's like a proper match, you just really focus. But that kind of middle ground is tough. It's tough to play well because you're always trying to half do things.
But then
That's true.
we said to Charita though, we were like, because he's obviously a bit younger and he's very powerful. We're like, just go and kill Dan.
Yeah, just go for it.
Yeah.
That's actually quite fun to watch. Like, because I think I had 6-0 then, and he's just ripping it everywhere, and then it's like 9-9, so I managed to get a few points, and it's interesting. So yeah,
Yeah.
That
Good
was
fun.
really good fun though, wasn't it? Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that was cool. And then what after
We had,
that? Then
we had the first India trip, didn't we? Where we went with Kamal. We went to play the national team there.
Yeah, that was great, wasn't it?
That was good fun as well.
Yeah, it was really good.
A lot
Kamal
of
was
travel.
fantastic.
The travel wasn't fun for both the India trips was tough, right?
Yeah, it's just long distances, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really tough. Because then when you land, there's not much rest time. You're just straight into filming and
Yeah.
stuff.
UTT, we went directly into filming with Quadri Aruna.
Yeah, I love that. Someone said to me the other day, did you actually play Quadrini as soon as you landed at the airport? And I was like, no, that was
We
legit.
literally went to the court.
Yeah, it was 24 hours travel.
No
and
sleep.
directly to the court.
Founder, we've landed in Chennai.
roll. I've had 2 hours sleep. We've travelled 22 hours. Let's go.
Try-
Aruna. I'm ready. You know when I was moving on the court, right, my legs felt like lead. It was like there was this must be a
2
different-
times gravity.
Yeah, it's like it must be a different gravitational pull in India. This is interesting.
It's like going to Mercury.
Yeah. It's like, wow. And I literally couldn't move my
No, it's
legs.
so
And I
difficult.
had to really mechanically like just push myself. But it was great. Quadriruna was fantastic.
Oh, it was
that was
really
the birth of the hobby player.
Yeah.
One
It
hobby
was.
player down, 2 to go.
It's great. I actually graduated and became a pro
You
according
did,
to
you
Quadri. I
did,
got
you
the
did.
award.
Hey, yeah, he knew that before he was going to play Dimitri. He knew.
It's clever what he's doing. He's
yeah.
just giving me a little boost.
So clever from Quadri. He is great. You know, I've seen him about 3 times since then because obviously the WTT events, and he just goes hobby player.
Yeah, I think it was in the hall in China Smash, wasn't it? You walked in, you just said hobby player, and you're like, oh, Quadri's here.
Yeah, it's great.
Enjoy the video?
I love it, and I love playing against other players.
And then UTT was a great experience as well. Team event.
Yeah.
Really good table tennis.
Against the girls, we played, Manika, Lily, and Debbie.
Oh, they were brilliant fun. And those team matches are great because it kind of like
you get out their character.
Yeah,
doesn't
it does. Because
I'm sweating. I only played a set.
We saw that.
She's been ripping me since we even in the knock up. She was even ripping me. I did one forehand. She was like, "Where's the spin?"
table tennis is a serious sport. It's a hard game. Like even at our level, we play a league match. Like Joe, you say, you put your music headphones on, you're really focused, right? So imagine if you had three of us running around you, taking photos and videos and that. Oh, you're gonna play, like so it's like. It's good to play the team matches because then they're much more relaxed and then you actually get to see what they're like and it's fun. Like Lily was hilarious when the donkey, she just found donkey hilarious. We just kept throwing it in.
Yeah, that was good.
Throwing it in when it was just a serve fault. I was like, no, it needs to be like a real mess up.
Real bad one.
Yeah.
Well, what's funny is Deborah was calling it the monkey. She mixed it up. She's like, let's throw in the monkey. I'm like, oh, you mean the donkey? Oh yeah, the donkey. Yeah.
That's great.
After that, then what was it? WTT. Well, we both went to Paris on separate to like watch the Olympics.
Oh, true. Yeah.
Cool.
We were all there at one point or another. Yeah.
Olympics was great. What a year.
That was cool. We literally had like a flying visit there, didn't we, to the Olympics? But it was cool because we got to at least experience like the atmosphere in there and like just be at the event for a bit.
Yeah. No, we watched, didn't we? Hugo Calderano versus
It's probably the worst
Zhang
match of the whole tournament, but never mind.
That's because Hugo was just playing so ridiculous.
It's weird though because since that Zhang Weijin's beaten him and I think. Did he beat him in the World Cup? I think he did.
He did.
Yeah. So he's beaten him twice. I know it's only best of 3 in World Cup, but still, he's beaten him twice since that. But the way Hugo beat him in that event was crazy. He made Zhang Weijin look like some custard.
Yeah.
It's just a pot of custard.
It was crazy.
Yeah, no, he's flying. But Hugo, I think the Olympics might like.
I think it set him back a bit. Emotionally,
it's tough. Like because he was playing so well,
and
like obviously, I think there was Truls that beat Hugo, right? Before the game, though, with the quality of Hugo, even a lot of people were like, well, it looks like Hugo's going to take this one.
But then Truls had just beaten Wang Chuqin, so it was so tough to say that.
But then the level of what Hugo was doing.
The first set of Hugo Truls, Hugo was up like 10-4.
Yeah,
or something.
That was key.
He probably won that set. He could have won it 4-0. And in what he'd been into the final. Olympics.
Yeah, he would have been in the final.
Yeah,
no?
so it's tough. He's mentally gone because when he played the bronze.
Yeah.
Was he gone in that?
Yeah, against Felix. Yeah.
Was he not there? I can't.
No, I mean he played okay, but it just.
It's also not hard playing Felix, I guess, in front of the French
crowd.
They're all going nuts. He's going nuts.
But I think afterwards you could see he was pretty distraught, which is understandable.
Yeah, I think maybe for me, like the biggest highlight. Like, okay, all the trips we've done and we went to France was great to see the enthusiasm for fans going crazy for table tennis.
Maybe I'll add a layer to that of like non-table tennis fans going crazy for table tennis, particularly Paris.
Absolutely, like
Olympics, you get those.
Yeah, and just like the growth of table tennis right now is just so good.
Yeah.
And like there's been times like let's say 5 years ago, there's events and stuff, and it's like. You're flogging a dead horse.
For sure. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like no one wants to watch the event. No one like no. You'll talk to people like, oh, did you see the German Open when someone did this? And like, no, I didn't see it. Like but now everyone is aware of like the big moments. I think also social media has got bigger. So points going to social media, people see it. You know, like and it's just helping the game. It's helping table tennis, which is so good because it is what we all want. All right, we want the sport to just be massive.
100%. Yeah.
I think in long form, sometimes the sport can be, it's definitely difficult to understand like the amount of spin on it, but like short form in 30 seconds, show me your biggest rally. Like it's really easy for like a normal person to understand like, oh my God, that guy is 10 meters off the table. The power on it and things.
Exactly. And the big rallies, like, Truls did that crazy shot at Walton Cup, which was gone viral. Sports Bible messaged. And so like, we didn't message. Normally, you have to message Sports Bible. Hey, Sports Bible, you got this shot. You want to check this out? They actually messaged this time. Oh, hey guys, we want this out ASAP. It's epic, and then you have to like sign a quick little form.
Have you done that?
Yeah, on it. Yeah. So hopefully it goes on Sports Bible.
That'd be great.
Which is really good.
Yeah, and but that shows like the guys at Sports Bible and stuff like a massive sports digital team, right? Probably the biggest in the world.
Yeah.
There's a couple now, but they're pushing table tennis. You know what I mean? And is it House of Highlights? They did a lot during the Olympics as well.
Yeah,
and it's just great because that's real mainstream media and that generation of people. So it makes table tennis be acceptable as well.
Yeah.
So it's not like what's this ping pong? It's good.
Yeah. It's not just a garage sport. And then probably rounded off the year, we did a lot of WTT trips, right?
China. Montpellier and Frankfurt.
And I think what's great with those was just the podcast we was getting as well, like the insights from the players and really getting to learn about the players and some of the stories. And
Are we going to see more of that next year?
definitely. Just got to sort out what events we're going to go to and stuff. And obviously there's things like the Smash events next year, the Vegas Smash. There's going to be one in Sweden, right?
Yeah, I don't
Is
know
it-
if that's been
no,
announced
What, a
yet.
Smash event or just an event?
Smash.
Okay.
Where did is that
Malmo.
actually announced?
I've seen a photo that kind of got leaked, so I don't know if that
Oh.
was like the people are on a stage shaking hands. So I don't think it's been necessarily formally announced.
It's not been
but I don't
formally
know.
announced.
It's not in the
But-
calendar
but
yet.
it's in there, right? It's
Okay.
It's on there. Yeah.
So like they're going to be massive, and hopefully, like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
one in Vegas, let's hope like the stadium just gets packed out.
I think
well,
it will.
hopefully the one in Sweden will do exactly what Montpellier did for
Yeah.
the LeBruns with the Swedish team.
Yeah.
If you can get Anton on a big run, Truls there,
Exactly.
be huge.
Yeah, so it's really good. It's really exciting.
And then obviously Wildner Cup, we've just
Yeah.
got back from, but we spoke about that a lot. in
Previous
the
previous
last one.
episode,
Yeah.
yeah. If you want to
Good,
see
just gotta-
loads about the World Cup, then definitely check out the previous episode because we talk and go
Absolutely.
into detail on that.
Just a question for you guys. World Cup was best of 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, okay, from a player's point of view, then you're not going to like it. Even if I played local league best of 3, it's
Yeah,
a bit
You're going to
ropey.
say from a spectator point of
Yeah,
view.
but you know, like if you play best of 3, it's a lot tighter. It's quite tough as a player. Like if someone's a higher level, it can really even out the gap.
It's a leveler, yeah.
It's a leveler, right? But from a spectator point of view,
Oh, it's 100 times better.
maybe because there's more going on. It's more quick
Yeah,
changes.
definitely,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Do you know
the
what I
next
mean?
match is on now. It's already done. Like,
and if it's best of
course it
3,
is.
right? Someone wins the first set, right? And the next set, someone's 8-5 up.
1-1,
It's
you get into the
it's
drama as
engaging,
well,
yeah.
though.
Yeah, you're like, oh,
Right.
if he wins the set, it's now 1-1, and anything can happen.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Maybe not so much from like real table tennis fan point of view, but from definitely like trying to bring new people into the sport.
Yeah.
it's fast engaging.
Exactly.
It's like
so it's easier to consume.
What's that thing in chess they call it? The faster version.
I don't know,
Blitz or
rapid
something?
chess, Blitz
I think it's
maybe,
called
yeah.
Blitz.
Could be, yeah.
But you can have a Blitz version of table tennis maybe.
So you
where-
only have a certain amount of time
Yeah.
per move, right? So it's not dull.
Yeah, so say it doesn't take 40 minutes, whatever. It's just like, it gets done really fast. And you and when you have like best of 3, you're getting more variation on the court. Like Zhang Weijin's there, and then next minute it's Hugo,
Exactly,
next minute it's
yeah.
Chen Meng versus Sox,
Yeah.
and every game is super interesting. Then, so I don't know if that works at the WTT and other and World
It,
Championships. and
it
stuff.
works in terms of bringing in non-table tennis
Yeah.
fans,
Yeah.
but it doesn't work for the players and for like the
Events.
Why doesn't it though?
because it's too, like you say, it's too random. It doesn't.
It's too it levels it too much.
Yeah, it's just not long enough
get
to
a
be a
bad
fair
start.
reflection of,
Yeah.
of a comparison in standard. You
Yeah.
know? But best of 7 even more so. You know, obviously we want to have upsets now and then. There still will be, but best of 3 is just not really a fair reflection of it.
But they do it in cricket as well, right? What's the one in cricket called?
T20.
T20,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So it isn't normally cricket a 4-day event. and
If
T20
it depends if it's a test match, there's a few different forms of
Okay.
cricket
Tennis
in
at the
there, but-
Olympics was only best of 3 as well, I think.
Yeah, I think it always is. At
Right.
Olympics, yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe there could be an option to come up with a shorter type version of table tennis
I
in
think
general.
There's
Well,
abs-
that's the easy option. That you just play an event with best of 3.
yeah, there's absolutely a stage for that. Like you say, better for spectators, better for exhibitions, events, those type of things. Like
I'm just thinking of our local event here in Bristol, the Bristol Closed, which is massive. Me and Joe, we love this one. We need that's coming out soon, right? The Bristol Closed next year, I think.
Is it?
Yeah, there's gonna be one. Keep an eye on the entry form.
Ooh.
But one year, right? I rocked up like, here we go, let's go. You know, get through your group, and the group's always ropey, pimple players and stuff like this, right? Guess what the announcer goes?
What?
It's best of 3 in the groups.
Oh yeah, that's tough.
Right,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
had 3 matches. Right, Dave Adamson, I'm 10-10, 1-1,
Ooh.
and it's like so tough.
Yeah.
Because like all you got to do is win a set, and then you just get so nervous. Your body
Yeah.
changes because you're 1-0. You're like, oh no, I'm losing my grip.
Here we go again.
Whereas when it's best of 5, it's a complete different ball game.
Yeah.
So,
But that's what the players would
that's
be
what I'm
thinking,
saying. That's
like-
what they would be thinking.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but like you say, maybe there's a space for it somewhere. What'd be cool?
There could
I
be a
know
space
it's
for it.
Probably won't happen. That would be like a fun event at the end of the year. You could do like a 1 set, like all the top players,
Literally a
like a 1
one
set
set.
challenge.
Yeah, love
Look,
it.
We've done TTD 1 set
Yeah,
challenges,
yeah.
but imagine that if you had like
All the
Wang
players.
Chuqin, Fan Zhendong,
Yeah.
Hugo, you know, Zhang Weijin,
Last
whoever,
person standing.
Ovcharov, and
Yeah.
it's just 1 set.
yeah,
That'd
and
be
it's
cool.
on TV, and it's like this big promotion of each player.
It'd be cool.
Yeah, table tennis.
As like a fun thing, you know. It's
Yeah.
not going to be obviously a
Yeah,
serious, meaningful event, but
All right. Okay. So I wanted to have a look at some of the rallies of the year. It's not, again, all encompassing of everything that's ever gone on, but just ones that stuck out in my mind when I was like, I need to see that again. So first one is from WTT Montpellier, which is obviously the Battle of the LeBruns. So this was this crazy point
oh, I remember this one now.
where
Yeah,
Alexei's just groveling for
Yeah,
his
yeah.
life.
yeah, and Felix
Doesn't he
is
chuck in a double hander here as
winning
well?
No, he does the jumping backhand.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy the amount he gets.
He's on
back
his
here.
knees.
in Cowpat. And again,
it really is. Double-hander here.
Double-hander,
there you go.
yeah.
That's just a joke.
Imagine if the
chop
360
nearly went on.
You know what's crazy? He could have done that chop 360 and it could have gone around the net then as well.
Almost did.
Yeah, that's insane.
That was nuts. I feel like a lot, like these type of rallies, they're always going to be. You always have better rallies with someone you know really well, right? Like when you know their game style, the serve return gets taken out a bit, and obviously they know each other well. They're brothers. So like if me and you play, sometimes we have crazy rallies, right? Where it's like the serve return is kind of we're used to it.
You know what's
coming, and then you get into the point, and you know each other's shots. So like. Yeah, so I feel like that's definitely contributed there.
Well, that's a question for another sport for table tennis. Get rid of the serve completely. Just chuck the ball in play and then rally straight away.
Chuck the ball in from play, but you have to take. You have to be 2 meters
behind,
off the table.
Yeah, just chuck the ball in, and then you have straight away the rally you're talking about.
I'm always against this.
Yeah, I know you
feel
are,
like
but
the whole fun and thing that's interesting about table tennis is like the fine skills of like serve return,
How it opens
spin.
up. Yeah.
Like
But
for me, I feel I just don't enjoy that style.
Absolutely. That's because you're a table tennis. But what about someone on the street?
Yeah, okay. If you're really just going for an event that brings people off the street, yeah, great.
Would it help it?
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to get Van Jindong playing that. I'll tell you that.
No, but you get new sport players doing it.
Yeah, but that's like a new sport, then, isn't it? You can call it.
Yeah.
Flap pong.
Bring back Wang Lichin and just let him uncork four
Could you
hand bombs.
Could you imagine? You know, like Hugo Calderano would be unbelievable.
It'd be insane.
Yeah.
It'd be world class.
So would Alvaro Robles. Remember, he was like, take away the serve return, I'll be the top 5 in the world.
Robles would be unbelievable.
be.
at that.
Just takes it so late.
I tell you, it would be very poor. Beast. I would draw him at that game if we did that.
Oh, Beast would be terrible.
Beast would be shocking.
Dreadful.
His serve receive is so good. Just
take away a serve receive. He's basically a beginner.
All right, next rally up. So this is the first of 2 between these two. So they played twice this year. Simon Gauzy versus Lian Jinqin.
Oh my, yeah.
So this was the one from Macau.
You're bringing out some big points here, Joe.
Yeah,
These are the ones that immediately came to my mind, right?
Into that rhythm and routine.
It's a great fun, wasn't it? These two.
That shirt from
This is
Simon.
up and under he does.
No. This is the around the net to round the net to round the net to backhand.
What's crazy is he's 6-2 up in the fifth here as well.
All sorts happening here.
No, and that's just, it doesn't even, from that angle then, just looking at it once, it just looked like it missed.
Even
It's
Lian
that
Jinqin.
fast.
Lian Jinqin is 2-7 down. He's laughing. That's how good that was.
Here's the
He
situation.
just goes, yeah.
Here's the situation with that. We've all been in this sort of position once in our life, right? Where you're doing around the net, and it comes and you try and do a backhand, and it never goes on, does it? It ain't never. Like this backhand here just never goes on.
It's just naughty.
He's actually levered it.
It's a great reaction as well. He almost does the Eric Cantona, who's just like,
That is single-handedly the best backhand ever hit.
It's world class.
I think that's
forehand
going to be
corner.
tough to beat from my point of view.
But I tell you that, you mentioned backhand of the year.
Oh, he does another crazy
This one might be the 2 best backhands
I don't know how you top that one, Joe.
You're going to remember this one the moment you see it. So again, these 2 played in Incheon. I love the Andro kits. Andro sponsor me. Look at this. The backhand chop.
Yeah, the crazy chop.
running.
I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Because also, what's crazy about that is when he does the chop, 9 times out of 10, when you're running into the table at that speed, you rip it cross court, and he's
also
changed.
you're going to hit the table. How do you do it? Not hit?
The
He's
way
running.
he fades to his forehand.
How do you?
It's insane. It's insane how he's like a samurai. Shing.
Yeah,
it's
it's amazing.
Lian Jinqin did the what happened?
Yeah.
What happened?
He must just be like, I don't want to play this guy
That
anymore.
is a joke.
Stop this, Simon.
Okay, so next one up then is the Trolls from.
Oh, yeah, we couldn't roll that one.
Yeah.
I mean, that even that one's like the backspin top.
There's a lot of crazy feeling even before the shot.
Yeah, the up and under, it chips away. Nah, he's so far away from that ball.
What I love about that
How
is
does he?
Kirill hits it and does like the no look walk, like swagger.
The swag thing.
Yeah. Look.
And he goes over his head.
No, it's crazy. It goes like round him over his head. Yeah, crazy. Wildness there, so excited.
I would love to know what Gauzy and Trolls think is a better rally. Because that backhand or that shot.
Have those 2 ever played? I can't think of a game recently where they used to have played in WTT, but that would be
insane.
It would be outrageous. I would say for me, the Gauzy round the net one where he does forehand round the net and then rips that back in is better because they're in such a serious, intense game. Whereas that one is match point with Kirill and Trulls, and there's kind of a bit of an element of their messing about a bit on match point. It's 10-4. Kirill's like, I've already lost. It's still outrageous.
Yeah, but isn't Gauzy and Linchikun kind of doing a bit of that as well?
No, they're going hard loop to loop.
Yeah, but one of them could have gone down the line with those around the
tough
nets.
though,
They're
isn't
like,
it?
we're having a jolly here. Let's keep going with around the nets.
It's still an intense rally. Compared to that, it's very like they're just doing like little feeling shots.
I know. The actual backhand shot itself, like the power of it, like the skill to do that. But then
I think the whole thing.
But what do you think, Joe? Then
Well, let's go on to this next
Okay,
one
go
anyway.
next one, 'cause this is
Lian
tough.
Jin Kun
Right.
features a third time, and he
There's
hasn't won
been
one yet.
Unfortunately, it's always so. We've found a theme now.
Yeah.
If you want to have a good rally and win Rally of the Year, you just play against Lian Jin Kun.
Yeah.
Easy as that.
Right, check this out. So
This is Tagami.
Sagami, yes, this was from Montpellier as well. So this is the one where he finishes on.
Oh,
the big
this is
backhand.
so good. I enjoyed this one. I think, yeah, the down the line one, which is where it starts in being forced back.
Round the net.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's crazy as well. The round the net's beautiful as well.
he's so far away from it.
Yeah, he's full sprinting for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, wait for this one. Goes, this is the one. Look.
Jeez, he's so far away.
He's off the screen.
Yeah.
Again.
He's done that face a few times this year.
Look at him, he's like. The good thing is this one he can laugh because he's 10-6 up in the fifth or whatever.
And
In
the
fourth.
beautiful thing about that one was obviously it was Montpellier, so it was a packed crowd. You just saw it, and they were all up on their feet.
Yeah, that was a
clapping,
mad crowd at that event.
giving it the love. So then, final one I've put in here because it came to my mind: Kirill Gerasimenko.
Kirill's made the list.
So this was at Frankfurt. So this is the big swap hands. Like even to get that second forehand's nuts. Big
Look at that
backhand.
backhand as well. His backhand's crazy, Gerasimenko.
What?
It's a great shot as well.
It's so good.
Yeah, that's up there, to be fair.
Yeah, and again, that's another one like heat of the battle. But yeah, what are we thinking out of those? Out of those 5, where would you put them? Or 6?
Oh,
6.
what's my favourite?
I actually think
You go first.
The Simon Golzi chop to then sprint in backhand bomb is my favourite.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah, that is up there for sure. I do like a left-handed shot though, but I don't know. Yeah, that's really tough.
Who's your best one?
What, the favourite one?
What one can we get rid of? I would agree Trulls and Kirill we get rid of because that felt like a little bit of a...
What? That's
Yeah.
my. What you
Yeah.
serious?
Dan wanted that as number 1. Yeah.
Do you?
It's very much like an exhibition point.
No,
isn't it?
I'm with you at
But
this.
the skill, the skill that went on to do that, to get that shot.
It is outrageous.
It is
yeah,
It's
for
disgusting.
locked
sure.
him. He's
Yeah,
locked
yeah,
the
yeah.
keeper. Name me a time. Here's something interesting. What if it hit Kirill? What happens? There's no. It's that
Well,
good of a
Trulls'
rally.
point, right? Because
Why?
Kirill's ahead of the
The
end
table.
line. Even though he's ahead of the halfway line, but he's ahead of the...
He's in Trulls'
the end line,
lap.
right?
He's
Yeah.
still playing. He's still playing the game. He's in the
Yeah, but
point.
it-
It's hit him.
Yeah. But it's
Yeah.
the same as if like you came and forehand flicked and you're leaning over the table and I block it back and it hits you.
Yeah, like if
Okay.
you're over the table and it hits
But that's
your
how good
hand,
of a
you lose
point
the
it is.
Yeah, yeah. No, I get it.
Trolls had to go over his head.
Listen, imagine how many points have taken place this year and it's made the top 6.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm sorry, but for me,
You're
that's the best
going...
shot.
You're
Okay,
going
so Dan-
Trulls.
so
Can't take
Dan's
it, we
is
can't
clear.
write it off. No, that for me
Okay.
is Trolls.
Well, no, it's a vote. So Dan's
Well-
favourite is Trulls and Kirill World
The
Cup.
reason why I said it because we tried to recreate it and it doesn't make sense how he got to
it's
it.
true.
Like it's such a big distance to cover.
Well, you
like
hit me on the recreation.
Yeah, we
Hits
almost
you on
had a
the
perfect
shoulder.
one. Yeah. But you have to dive. He hurt his leg, and to get his racket speed, he uses his wrist, right? And the ball just shoots.
Good
with
sound
perfect
effect.
accuracy. Yeah, he just catches it like really last, and it just boom straight over on the table. Like, what?
It is insane. Yeah,
It almost
it's insane.
it made Waltner rise as well.
If it wasn't Trulls, what one would you pick? What would you give
the backhand around the net?
Simon Golzi against
Absolutely
Lian
nuts.
Jin Kun?
Yeah, that's one of the best shots
Yeah.
ever. That's the best backhand
Yeah,
ever hit.
yeah, okay.
I bet even Crown would watch that and go. Crown would have his popcorn and enjoy that backhand.
It was ridiculous.
This is
I think that's probably my
levered it.
favourite.
Okay.
I think
Yeah.
that's probably my favourite.
Maybe we need to put it to a vote in the comments.
And Instagram, yeah. Let's just put these 5 shots up,
Okay.
You guys vote.
and people can vote. What their best one is out of these top 5.
They're all insane. Let's
I'd
be
love to hear
honest.
people's thoughts. So great. So you're going with the running chip charge.
chop. The chop and then
I
backhand.
love
Yeah.
the chop into then the sprinting. And like you say, it's up the line. Bang.
Yeah. I'm going for the Trolls, and you're going for the
Simon Golzi backhand around the net.
It'd be great to hear the players' thoughts as well. So we'll have to fire this to Gulzi and
Yeah,
Trolls and some others because I would love to. Because it is.
Let's fire it to Lian Jin Kun. He's in, everyone. Hey, Lian Jin Kun, how do you feel about getting abused by all these crazy points all
Yeah.
year?
You featured 3 times in Shot of the Year.
Oh, cool. How did I win any? No, they're all against you.
Yeah, it's been some big ones this year. Jeez.
What about match of the year then?
All right, match of the year. So immediately what comes to my mind was Harry Moto and Fan Jadong. We can't show any footage, unfortunately, but we can link in the description to the Olympics. Obviously, they own that. But that match was insane
It
and
was.
on like a knife edge for 7 sets.
And it's such an important event. Obviously, it adds to it.
And just the level of it as well. What
Yeah.
both players were doing.
Yeah. That one for me was the one that immediately came out. But then also Anton coming back against Harimoto again. Sorry, Harry. In the teams, like 2-0 down to bring it back. Like, again, not like more because of the context and the pressure of it rather than the points itself.
I mean, it was still a lot of drama around it in the points as well. But like the meaning behind that game that brought Sweden back into it as well. No, sorry, won them the match. Right? No.
It was.
Yeah, got me to the final.
Was that to win the whole event? Was it didn't.
It was to get them into the final.
That was the semi-final.
It was when it got to 2-2. Yeah, so Truls beat Harimoto first.
No, Truls had lost to Harimoto.
Oh, he lost to him. Yeah, that's
Carlson
right.
beat
Tagami. Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
Then Truls beat.
Oh wow, yeah, that is crazy. Then
I can't think who it was.
Shinazuka probably.
Yeah, and then it was because it was like a write-off.
That's right. Yeah, I was
like,
getting mixed up.
Harimoto's just beat Truls. He's going to beat Anton.
Yeah, I was getting mixed up. You're right. Yeah, crazy. So that was a 2-2.
It was the way that Anton was playing as well with his conviction, just going for it.
Wasn't he 2-0 down as well?
2-0.
Yeah, 2-0 down, but well behind.
Yeah.
And he just started doing some pivot forehand stuff and just ripping it.
Crazy.
Yeah. That was nice. That was good. Obviously, we saw a point a minute ago. Simon and Lian Jinkun. That whole both of those.
Both games,
matches, from Macau and Incheon, both went to the fifth. I think the Macau one was when Gauzy had just done that backhand up the line, the beautiful backhand, and then was like 7-2 up, and Lian Jinkun came back and won it. But that was a real
That is crazy, yeah.
There was so many rallies in that. That was nuts. Felix versus Lin Shidong at Montpellier.
Yeah, it's great.
Action.
Oh my God! It's 7 match points for Felix Lebrun. Stand up, because we're about to witness a historic win. He's through to the final, and the champions Montpellier. He has just bagelled Lynch.
Again, like maybe not for the quality of rallies, like.
For me though, just the way that Felix beat Lin Shidong. Lin
Yeah.
Shidong before that, he was killing everyone. He just won
yeah.
China Smash. He beat Ma Long. Came there. He's beating everyone easy. If Felix is at home in Montpellier, you expect maybe he has a chance, but he just battered him 3-0.
Murdered him. Yeah.
Well, that's what made
the crowd were going.
Yeah, the crowd unbelievable. I think that's what made that match so good as well. It was almost like the crowd were pushing Felix through that game as well in like this heightened level of table tennis.
In terms of like outstanding performance of the year, that's probably like in a one-off match. That's insane. Like to beat Lin Shidong at 3-0.
Yeah, I actually watched it back a few times. Right? I was like, what's happening here, right? Obviously, Felix's penhold, he's able to do his half-long pickup is so good. So when Lin Shidong's serving, a lot of players will be pushing that ball back, right? Felix can like topspin over the table, and it's making Lin Shidong nervous because he's then serving weaker because he's just getting attacked. Like a bit like Marlin back in the day with the penhold.
It's similar, but I feel like Marlin could actually play that ball in like the half long, but really rip it and like win the point.
Felix just spin it in.
That's what I mean, but that's even more impressive. He's spinning in, and he still has to play another 3-4 point shots to win the point.
But Felix doesn't like Felix in the open rally. He's like a magnet.
So safe.
So if he can get that first ball in and then he just rips it both sides, it's just so much pressure.
It's tough.
Whereas like Marlin was able to just like rip
win
through
the
it.
point directly sometimes.
Maybe a kid with the celluloid, it's a bit easier to like go over the plastic, but he's just don't know. Felix's short game on the half long pickup is just insane.
No, it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy.
There was also a final game that it's on TT11 TV, so I'm not sure whether we can use their footage or whatever. But it was basically the final of the Japanese championships, and it might be a game that's gone under the radar for a lot of people. But Harimoto and Tagami basically go to war.
Yeah,
and
it's mad rallies.
It's just the level of table tennis is stunning, and like full crowd, they're both screaming, and it ends up like 16-14, I think, in the seventh. So again, we'll link it in here. Go watch that immediately because it's ridiculous. But if we had to make a vote on this, what would you say out of those 5? Is there one that for me, Harimoto Fanjindong? Because
in terms of like level and context,
Yes.
I feel like it ticks both boxes. Yeah.
drama, Harimoto was up. I think it was the day after Wang Chuqin went, so it was like, oh wow, we could see
both
Wang
Chinese
Chuqin
players
go
could get knocked
and
out. Yeah.
Fanjindong go. Yeah.
I'd say overall in terms of like the meaning of the match, the context, and the table tennis level, that's probably for me the best.
And I'll say something. The camera view.
Oh, I mean, you mean it
wasn't
wasn't side angle?
side angle. Yeah.
It looked great.
Yeah.
Stunning, the Olympics.
So for me, that adds a little tick.
You know, we don't have it on there, but the actual final of the Olympics, all right?
Yeah.
I'm just thinking we all came here with a big projector.
No, it was cool.
We had our
Yeah,
popcorn.
true.
And like Truls being in the final, like I think the idea of having a non-Chinese in the final was also like wicked.
Yeah, really cool.
And like, because I think it was the first
Well,
time.
not just
Yeah, 20
non-Chinese,
years
but
it'll be,
non-Asian as well.
Yeah.
Because even before,
Well,
if it wasn't
Ru
Chinese,
Xingming, right,
you
yeah.
know.
Yeah, but that's
Ru
like, it
Xingming.
was something like 20 years.
Oh, it was crazy Chinese
In the
dominance.
last 20 years, it was just Chinese players in the final, men's and women's. So to see a non-Chinese player in the final was cool. And Truls.
I feel like there was a period in that match where it was exciting.
There's actually a shot miss.
But
There's
then
a shot
after
miss.
that-
There's a shot miss that was the best shot of the year.
Yeah.
The Truls snake against Fan Shandong.
Yeah.
No, there's level on that. That was
that
skilled.
is
we
good, that is
recreated
good,
pretty well, though.
that is good.
Yeah, but I was in here.
No,
but
I know, I'm only kidding.
Do you know what?
I'm
It's just been
only
a great year, hasn't it?
It has.
But if I had to go out of those five,
The reason why I didn't put that in was I thought the Kirill one was better. Like Truls did the same shot,
And then he came back and he did another shot.
and then he
Yeah,
did another
yeah.
world-class shot.
true,
Of it.
yeah,
Like, he
true.
chained
But
another
you
one
were
on.
talking earlier about last point.
Yeah,
the
context.
Fan Shandong, that was.
Yeah, I would agree with the Olympic final if it had gone like 7th set.
Yeah,
But
I feel like
without
the
that
match
shot-
itself, there was a period
Yeah.
of good play where Charles had a sniff, and then after that he went downhill, and you were like, okay, Fan Shandong's got this now, and then it became a bit of a
Second
it's a
set
struggle.
onwards, yeah.
Truls does have this weird thing though, which he did say in an interview, one of the WTT events, where like if he's losing, he will just mess about because
Yeah.
if he can catch a few shots on, it freezes a player and they lose their confidence. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Because he knows he can't play level with them in their style, so he will just throw about random stuff. Remember when he was 3-0 down that time in Houston, in the World Championships, right?
yeah.
Against,
Perfect
Korean.
example. He's like literally throwing everything, like just chucking the kitchen sink, just trying
Yeah, yeah.
stuff. And he gets a few points here or there, and then it becomes this weird battle. He's almost gotten.
Yeah.
It's kind of like what a pimple player does to an attacker, right? A pimple player can just be getting destroyed by an attacker. As soon as a pimple player wins a couple of points, and there's a touch bit of doubt in that attacker, they're like, oh, I've got him now. We're going to have a close battle. You know what I mean? Like, as soon as that pimple player's kind of got you, you're in a real
You're in the mud.
dirty battle.
Yeah.
You are.
The Anaconda's got you.
Yeah, it has. You can be flying against them for a couple of sets.
And
Anyway.
then all of a sudden,
Yeah, the pimple
things
player's
turn
like,
around.
he's got doubt now in his shots.
Yep.
And that is a bad place to be in. We'll have to know how to get out of that
I feel like Dan's
situation.
speaking from experience.
A few weeks ago at British League, it happened. I was flying. First set 11-1.
Oh no.
Before I know it, I'm in the fifth.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. We've all been there.
Yeah,
We've all been there.
We've been there.
We've all been there.
Okay, are we saying are we voting on this?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
What do you think? So I still think Harimoto Fan Shandong. I think
Yeah.
it ticks everybody.
Well, I'll go with the same. Yeah.
Does that mean it
Dan's
wins?
going for Truls against Kirill in the shot. That's it. Forget everything else.
No. The match of the year. Yeah. It was one of the Olympic ones. Olympics was fantastic.
Okay.
Yeah, Olympics was amazing.
Ooh, upset of the year next.
So there's been quite a few upsets.
There
right?
has.
So obviously, Truls Wang Chuqin, Olympics, Wang Chuqin's on an absolute tear up until that point. Then we have the controversy with the back break, and then Truls kind of pulls off the impossible. And yeah, we all know the context from there. Then next one along, Benjamin Faraji at the Asian Champs, like 14 years old,
Beating Wang Chuqin.
Oh, geez, that was a big upset, wasn't it?
Well, that's already won.
Originally I was thinking Truls beating Wang Chuqin at the
No,
Olympics
no.
is
Yeah,
massive.
see.
No, forget the year. That's the biggest upset
Yeah.
of all time.
In
Benjamin
all-
Faraji beat
in all sports, in all
in any
sports.
sport,
Yeah.
in table
Doesn't make
tennis for
sense.
sure. It's the biggest
Yeah.
upset of all time in table
Yeah.
tennis.
I don't know, because I almost feel like I know age has to play a factor, and it's still a big championship. But I'm like, Wang Chuqin was on the down. He'd lost to Truls. He'd just lost to Anders as well. So he was in this like space.
Doesn't
I do
matter.
take the
though.
point, like,
Doesn't
he
matter.
shouldn't-
He's like an unknown kid. Okay, he's not unknown. He's a very good player in the youth ranks, but
Yeah.
You know,
that's outrageous.
got a video playing Benjamin very soon, right?
Yeah.
Need to release it and editing it in a minute. And I said to him, how did you beat Wang Chuqin? No problem for me, easy.
Oh,
You wait for it, it's insane.
Oh,
So, no
no.
problem for me, easy. I was like, really? But it's Wang Chuqin, you're 14. How? No problem for me. He's saying.
he doesn't lack confidence then.
Nah, he's a really cool kid.
Where did he?
Iran.
Where
He
did
was
you play him
he
then?
was in Sweden.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, at the World Juniors.
Okay.
And yes, I managed to catch him there. And yeah, really, really cool guy. But it honestly doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
Does
yeah.
it? Like Wang Chuqin, you would think of it, right, as Wang Chuqin could just be able to just serve and just
Yeah,
block and
yeah.
hold and just almost do not anything against a 14-year-old.
That's what
It
I
doesn't
mean.
matter how good the 14-year-old is, right?
Yeah.
Wang Chuqin, it should just be, it's like Ronnie O'Sullivan in snooker playing a 14-year-old upcoming kid. There's so many levels
Yeah,
to
it's
like
crazy.
levels.
Fair.
And Wang Chuqin is Chinese dominant. He's from China. The
Yeah,
level of
it's
Wang
so
Chuqin
crazy.
doesn't make sense. One of the next biggest ones, like when Harimoto beat Omar Asar and Thingy.
yeah.
He was only 11, right? But then Omar Asar wasn't number one in the world at the time.
Yeah,
Wang
yeah.
Chuqin Was.
I mean,
is.
it's just nuts.
So
The only maybe slightly mitigating factor is you can't really say that with world number one, but there was a lot of people at that event saying that the conditions were a bit
the balls were a bit
strange balls, strange
but
table.
even then,
it's a level playing field.
Exactly, it's the same for both. Like you say, you should be able to.
Even if they use the balloon, Wang Chuqin should win.
Exactly. That's why I said it's not really an excuse.
All right, let me move you on to the next one because Hannah Goda beating Chen Xintong at Montpellier when she went absolutely wild.
That's brilliant.
That was a big one.
In Montpellier. Teenager here with 3 match points. Hannah Goda reaches new heights in the WTT pyramid.
That was cool, and that was just right after we'd had a chat to her on the podcast, actually, wasn't it? So it was cool. We got to know her. She was really good fun.
A lot of fun. And
didn't she see you in the lift?
At Frankfurt.
Yeah.
I was coming down in the lift. I was like, I need to get my breakfast here, a bit tired in the morning. And the lift stopped on every floor on the way down. And it was opening and no one was getting in. I was like, this is annoying. I just want to get down and have my breakfast. Stops again. I'm like, oh, here we go. Lift opens and Hannah Goda's there getting in the lift. And she's like, hey! That's cool. That brightened up my morning.
Her enthusiasm was fantastic.
Good energy.
Yeah, it's very good. And you can see that when she's playing as well and always gives 100%, very committed and
she's a grafter.
Yeah, she's like the chairman's daughter.
She's going to be top ranked for a long time.
I think so.
Once she starts to physically develop as well, next 5 years, she's going to become a tank.
Yeah, I was actually watching the training hall at the World Youth Championships as well, and I was like the movement she was doing and stuff with the coach and that 3.4
very
and stuff.
new generation style.
Yeah, it's just so powerful and strong.
She does that. I noticed. I was watching her in Montpellier when she knocks. She does the same thing as Harimoto does, which is on her forehand. She turns her head on contact, so she's constantly. If she's doing top, she's constantly like this.
She's making sure you're not stealing stuff out of her bag from merch.
I'll have that. She got
If
the
that's the
cyber
case,
shape.
Marlon should be able, his head was wiggling around when Joe's
He
about.
will be after the World to come, trust me.
Marlon's there'd be a video on YouTube, Marlon's new forehand technique, and he's out like this.
He was probably quite happy to see me in the corner at the World Cup because he knew I went in the back trying to steal his
he's
bag.
like, that's good. He's over there. He's not rifling through my stuff. That's good news.
All right, next one up. I threw this in there as a little bit of a curveball. Chen Meng and Sun Yin Sha Paris final. That's an upset, right? That's I get Chen Meng's world class already defending champ, but everything was pointing towards Sun Yin Sha.
It was.
I know we did.
You predicted it, right?
Yeah.
I predicted Sun Yin Sha would win. I felt like it was the change.
I said Chen Meng, didn't I?
You said. I think you both said
us two
Chen Meng.
did,
But
I think we were more just throwing out a different one out there because we both went Fan Zhendong. Oh no, you went Felix for men's.
Yeah, you
I
said
did
Felix.
I weren't a bad call. I went far
Not
off.
far off.
Yeah.
Not far
No,
off.
I think I went with Chen Meng because she'd won the last one. And I was just saying with the Olympics, it's
experience.
weird. When we were Fan Zhendong played Ma Long and we were, oh my god, Fan Zhendong's going to win. And then Marlon just won 4-0. It's there's a weird. The Olympics is weird. That when you get that gold medal first time, I think there's a whole different.
Yeah.
Certain experience as well. Probably Sun Yin Sha will get the next one.
Yeah, she's unbelievable.
Yeah, she's incredible. I also put down here. They're not necessarily. They are upsets, but not massive ones. But Franziska beating Marlon in Singapore.
Decider. Slay on, slay on, slay on. The giant slayer continues, and the dragon has been slayed.
And then Marlon went to Saudi and lost to Zhang Weijin.
Points remaining for Zhang Weijin on serve. Zhang Weijin with a bit of history.
But I wonder, say he didn't lose those matches, does he get picked for the Olympic singles?
I'm not going to lie, guys. Right, for me,
I don't think he would have anyway.
I don't think. Even if he went on a tear and won everything up until that point, they would have stuck with Wang Chuqin.
I think China national team were already set on having the new generation of Wang Chuqin and Fan Zhendong because they have a quick turnover, really.
I get that they do that because obviously you want to keep dominant in the sport. You need to get the younger ones coming through early on, right? But
they're extreme with it, though.
If Marlon had played, Paris, right? And I know I love Marlon. I'm the biggest fanboy in the world, right? If Marlon had played, I think there was a good chance he would have won. It's Marlon, right?
He has a good chance in everything he plays,
right? He would have won 3 gold medals in a row.
Yeah, which is not been that
Which
bad.
is level with Michael Phelps and Usain Bolt. It would have put him in territory of the best sportsman of all time and would have had that for table tennis. It would have been so good for table tennis. And not putting him in,
it was a shame. It was a shame.
What a shame, innit? There's obviously they've got their reasoning, Wang Chuqin is winning all up to that point and Fan Zhendong, but what Marlon has done, you would have thought they'd have slung him in.
I was a bit sad he didn't play.
It's gutting because No sportsman I think will ever win 3 in a row. Table tennis is so tough. Unless
very difficult.
will we ever create another Marlon?
12 years. 12 years. You have to be
Very
dominant
tough.
at the top.
Yeah, look how good Usain Bolt is to do what it's a 1 in 100 billion athlete. Usain Bolt.
If you looked at what's changed in the last 12 years, like probably a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, a hell of a lot.
Yeah.
Marlon's had to adapt so much.
So many things.
Yeah.
That's how it's created him, I think, because he's gone through so much variation. It's almost engineered
Yeah.
an ultimate player.
What are we saying then? Are we saying biggest upset was Benjamin Faragi? I'm happy to say.
For me, that's clear.
Yeah,
like,
you know what else as well? That shocked the world, the internet, like not just table tennis. Like the hairdresser, he's from Iran. He's like, dude, did you see the 14-year-old that beat the table tennis player? I was like,
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Like it's really viral.
he nearly
everywhere.
beat Lin Shidong in the same
He
tournament
did,
in the
fifth.
in the
'Cause
singles.
That was the argument. Was it just a weird freak nature, something weird freak accident? And in the next match, he lost in the 5th to Lin Shidong.
All right, next category. I put down as like breakthrough.
Well, what was your biggest upset, by the way?
Oh.
Because you don't think it's. I want to hear your thoughts.
Anything other than that Benjamin Faragi one's outrageous. Sorry.
I mean, I just think
I feel like Joe doesn't think it's that.
No,
he
I
doesn't.
get it, but I just think he was Wang Chuqin's in like a bad place.
Yeah, but
I don't even.
Yeah, I could be in-
He's playing with his right hand.
yeah, he's in the
He's
toilet.
the world number 1. He could,
yeah,
he
it's
could have a-
nonsense.
yeah.
You should be able to win handcuffed, like.
Yeah. Even
And
if,
that's no disrespect to Benjamin Faragi. He's a great player.
It's big, but the Olympics is the Olympics, right?
you know what, we have BC
Yeah.
coming for training. BC, you want to come over and just settle this debate? Just come on in on the podcast.
You
right?
get the final deciding vote,
you decide this, right?
Get him over.
Because Joe's not convinced. I want to see your thoughts. You're young.
Well, what do you think? Are you with me on this, Dan, or you're not sure?
It's got to be Benjamin Ferrari.
Has to be,
Please
right?
come on in here.
That's the
Get in
biggest.
the mic.
Get
Get in
in
the mic.
here. That's the biggest upset of all time.
Right.
Here he is.
So the question is, what was the bigger upset? Truls Wang Chuqin Olympics and everything that went with it, or Benjamin Faragi Wang Chuqin a few months later at the Asian Championships?
He's really thinking about
They're
it.
both big, right?
Come up close to the mic, Beast. Yeah.
On paper, I would say the Wang Chuqin one.
What?
Wait, they're both Wang Chuqin.
The Faragi one.
Okay, why? Why? Talk me through.
Just because, like, the aftermath of that was crazy. You could see on all the channels he grew. On Instagram, he had like 1,000 followers. He's grew to, I don't know, 30,000. I saw on all news channel, every Iranian person like knows him. He's like a superstar now at his age.
Also, like
But leveler as well, yeah.
but levels. Yeah.
Yeah, like how can a 14-year-old
Truls is top 10 in the world.
Yeah.
Whatever he is.
It just,
How does it make sense? Remember when you were 14?
Yeah, it's a different level though, but still, I don't know. But then the next round up, it's not like one match because the round
know.
after he played world class.
He's obviously a
beat
really
Lin
good.
Shidong.
He's obviously a really good player.
He
Like,
lost to
that's
Lin
obvious.
Shidong.
really good. But yeah, I don't know. Well,
Yeah.
only the future can tell how
Yeah,
good he
yeah,
will
it's true.
become.
But also, it's tough for like the best senior men's players to beat Wang Chuqin. So it doesn't matter how good he's obviously a world class.
Let's think to it as well, right? Benjamin has never been to China in his life.
Really?
He's never trained there. He's never played against the Chinese top players.
No,
as well.
and that's
So
insane.
he's dived into this game and playing Lin Shidong and Wang Chuqin.
Was this
He's
his-
never been trained in Germany or France.
Was this his first major tournament?
I don't know, but I know that
Probably
I
senior, right?
I asked him, have you been to China, trained there? No. I said, so you have not been used to like that style. Like
Basically, Dan saying in a polite way, how on earth did that just happen? It's like a polite way of saying that, Benjamin. Like, so you've not. So what have you been doing then?
have you come from like the planet, like that's 10 billion Milky Way light years away or something?
Yeah.
Like a kid
from planet Earth.
A 14-year-old's come in. He's come basically out of nowhere.
Yeah,
nowhere.
he's
No
unknown.
respect. On the
I had
junior
never
scene,
heard
yeah.
of his name.
I heard of him a bit on the junior scene, but I've never seen him at a tournament. Never
Yeah.
seen him play. And he rocks up. No one expects anything. I guess he has no pressure.
Yeah, but no one has real pressure. Even the top players when they're playing Wang
I don't have
Chuqin,
no
they're like,
pressure against Barney Marlon.
But I heard the story. I spoke with a guy on the same team as him that was on the
Oh,
bench.
no, this is good.
And he told me
Oh, yeah.
that he walked into the match so confident. Like he said to all the guys before the match that he's going to win. Like he was
Interesting.
bluffing himself, saying that
He's
he's gonna
basically
win.
doing the
like
founder.
He's going to win.
Yeah, this is a
One
good-
thing.
He thought that he really believed that he could win. His
Yeah.
mentality was so good.
Well, one thing that probably helped him do that is like what Joe said, like the recent losses. Like Wang Chuqin lost to Anders Lind. He lost to who else? He lost to someone else.
Truls,
right?
Anders.
Oh, Truls was before that, right?
Yeah.
So he'd lost to Truls and Anders Lind. So before that, he was basically beating everyone. So it's hard to then go into a match being like, I'm going to win. But like when you've seen him lose a couple of times recently, it's a bit more believable. Like, okay, it's possible.
Yeah.
So that for sure would have helped maybe his mentality, but it's still outrageous.
So what would you say then is the upset of the year?
It's Faragi.
Yeah.
All right, it's settled.
There you go. That's got the Beast stamp of approval there.
Fair enough.
Cheers, Beast. We're going to get on the show sometime.
Beast.
TT Team Knockout this weekend.
Little cameo for the Beast there.
All right. You'll have to pay his fee for his agent.
Appearance fee.
All right, so final one then to wrap it up. Breakthrough star of the year, but like not, or like who had the best year? Who went
Not breakthrough in
skyrocketed
terms of like unknown, but
Brand,
like
exactly.
almost like best season.
So the top one I've put is basically not even the year, the last 3 months probably, Benedikt Duda. So we
True, yeah.
Massive.
He turned up the Euro Championships. Again, maybe some mitigation about like the people he's playing against are maybe knackered and he's not and he's fresh and all that stuff. You know, obviously he's been doing a lot of serve work with Craig that's been all over social media. But yeah, he to reel off some of the names. So he beat Felix, beat Dima, lost in the final of the Euros to Alexei. But then at Montpellier, he beat Quadri, Lin Gaoyuan, Lin Jinkun as well. So like
2 Chinese in one tournament stuff. Yeah.
That was it. After the Euros, kind of like
He followed it up
It'll be
then.
interesting to see now, and he actually maintained that momentum and got even like bigger wins, like the Chinese players, like you said, which are so hard to do. It goes back to what we were saying earlier, like how Chinese players are losing much more often now, which is what's making the sport so interesting.
It's interesting, yeah.
Like Duda beating 2 Chinese players.
No disrespect to Duda, he's not been like one of the top elite European players. He's always been a very good player, don't get me wrong, but he's not been in that top bracket of elite players that could beat the Chinese.
Yeah, Duda's a perfect example though. If you keep grafting and keep believing and keep working hard, right, you will get there, because he's known by everyone in Dusseldorf as the hardest worker. Apparently he gets in at 7 a.m. He's there 2 hours before anyone gets in the hall, and he's still there in the evening.
Yeah, which
doing
will
multiple
pay
stuff.
off.
Yeah, so eventually you keep knocking on the door. As Jay says, if you hang around a barbershop long enough, you get a haircut.
Yeah, it makes sense.
That's what Duda's done. Hang around a WTT tournament long enough, you're going to get...
You'll beat Lin Gaoyuan.
Yeah.
I wish that were true, because we've been to a few, and I feel like I would still struggle.
No, but fair play. He's worked very hard.
Yeah.
And fully deserves what his rewards now.
Yeah, unbelievable end to the year, yeah.
All right, next up, someone who had a big year, Lin Shidong. I confess, I'd have to go and have a look at where he was ranked January 1st, but I can't imagine it was top 10 even. And what, now he sits at number 2?
He's flown on the scene.
And he's now the guy, right?
I wouldn't say he's flown on the scene, to be honest.
No,
he was always
in
very
terms of
good.
his dominating, like how dominant he's been.
But it's always a bit like that with the Chinese players, right? Until they really get an opportunity to be like, right, now you're going to play some of these big events, it's tough, because a lot of them will have a level. Well, not far off that.
Yeah. Where's that thing? He won the last 5 events.
Yeah.
And then
he won
obviously-
Almaty.
Yeah.
Beat Oh Jung Sung in the final. He's obviously the young Korean. He then went on to Macau, Champions Macau. Then China Smash. He ruined Ma Long's big party, right?
Yeah.
And then he won.
There was another event after that,
Champions
like
Frankfurt.
there was a smaller event before that, like a star contender one that he won
Okay.
before Frankfurt as well.
Yeah.
And then he went to Frankfurt.
And then Felix, obviously.
What a
put stop
schedule.
to it. But yeah, like.
It's mad.
Just dominating people. So he's had an amazing year. Then 2 of the young.
You know what's interesting with that, Lin Shidong? Like, if Fan Shidong was around, because Fan Shidong's been around for a bit, right? He's had a break since Olympics. Be interesting to know if Fan Shidong was playing, would Lin Shidong have had the breakthroughs that he's had, and maybe. like, you know,
would he
it's
have had the
interesting.
chances to
Would he have
play
had the
even?
chances, like Fan Shidong might have took him out in the semi-finals or 4.
Fair.
No, but I
And
mean,
then-
would he have even had the chance to play?
And that as well.
Because Fan Shidong beat him the other day in
China Super League.
Super League. It was close though. When you watch it back, it's like
they're
really
they're
close.
not miles
It's going to be
apart.
interesting to see when those 2 battle it out in WTT events in 2025, like who comes out on top on those. Because Fan Shidong for me still has something a bit more. You know, I don't know if you guys agree, but
I think right now, but let's see.
Experience. And
he's still only young, isn't he? Is he 20?
He's 19 or 20,
It's insane.
Yeah.
He's got that backhand from off the court.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
So
nuts.
short as well. Francisco was talking about it. How does he do it? It's just from here to here. It's just
bang. Yeah.
Timing.
So yeah, he's had a massive year.
Yeah.
And then two of the girls. So Miwa Haramoto, she's only 16.
Yeah.
And I wrote down here that like she was obviously known. She's known as part of her brother, obviously as well in 2023. But in 2024, she was obviously part of Team Japan that then went to Paris in place of Mima Ito. That was quite controversial at the time. Probably fair to say. But she's got wins. Asian Championship, she beat Wang Yidi and she beat Sung Yin Cha. Obviously,
just crazy.
Any time you beat Sung Yin Cha, that's world class. So yeah, she's top 10 in the world. She's now 6 because it's like the 3 Chinese strong and then the 3 Japanese. She's obviously the 3rd in that. But yeah, she's had a hell of a year.
Guys, do you reckon having like an older brother. Like, it's crazy to think that you've got two world-class players in the same family, right? I guess
But the likelihood of having a second one is way higher if you already have one, right? Because they've gone through, like, for example, like the parents have gone through or coaches have gone through the experience of
what you had to do to...
Yeah, so you get shortcuts. Quite often you'll see siblings who both play football. The younger sibling will do better quite quickly because they learn from the mistakes and the experience of the older one. Yeah.
Well, look at the Felix brothers.
Yeah.
The
Felix brothers.
Sorry, Alexi.
Yeah, he's only a European champ.
Yeah,
Don't worry
exactly.
about
That, which is crazy.
Yeah. And then probably a shout out for Annette Kaufman because she did a very similar thing. She actually beat me at the Olympics.
Oh, yeah.
But she went on she was part of Team Germany that played she was the third member of the team, but she beat Lily.
I think she won. Didn't she win almost all her matches at the Olympics?
Cleopatra. She beat Akula. That's difficult.
Insane.
To play.
Yeah, very tough.
And beat Miwa. But then she's also under 19s champion. She beat Hannah in the semi-final.
Yeah, she won the world.
Yeah, she's
under
world
19.
youth.
Yeah.
So again, she's had a big year. She also won bronze. We saw Patrick had his mixed doubles.
Mixed doubles in Europeans.
With Patrick. So
Yeah.
she's had a big year.
Mad.
Unbelievable. Yeah.
Out of those four,
Do we not think Felix is a breakthrough this year as well?
True. Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Jack Felix?
Felix and Alexi, really. I suppose.
I think they're just...
It's just so obvious. It's gone
probably
almost
Felix,
under the radar.
Yeah, because he obviously brought home the two bronzes from. I know Alexi did as well in the team, but yeah, that's a fair argument.
Chuck him in as fifth.
Yeah, what would you say?
Both of them, Felix and Alexi.
Yeah, the pair of them. You go first.
I would say Lin Shidong.
Yeah.
Oh, Lin Shidong actually beat Wan Chukin. He might have beat him before Paris though. He beat him in a final of something. Might have been Macau. It's another Wan Chukin loss before.
So many events that I can't think of off the top of my head right now. But
Lin Shidong for me, just the way he's dominated people. Beating Marlon in that big setting was huge as well for me.
Mm-hmm. Do you know what, guys? I'm going to say I think the LeBron's brothers, just because of, again, they're really young and the way they've impacted the table tennis scene.
How much of that was this year though, not last? We'd have to go and have a look. But
I know. I think Felix
I felt like they were already pre-established.
Yeah, they were, but Felix has done some serious damage, in terms.
Yeah.
No, I hear what you're saying.
Maybe I'm wrong there.
No, I hear what you're saying for sure. They're
Montpellier
big.
and
Paris,
Paris as well. What they did for the Olympics was huge.
Yeah.
And we're talking about how stars are now famous in their own countries. Every taxi driver knew the Felix at the Olympics, right?
Yeah.
What they were doing for the
and
sport.
Alexi. You keep forgetting Alexi.
Yeah,
Bless him.
Yeah, but
I mean, they're the Felix brothers now.
Yeah. LeBron brothers.
Yeah.
They've just done a lot for the game. And I think this year was a big year.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
it's
hard to disagree with that.
They carried that Montpellier. The reason why we were in Montpellier was because of them. So actually that is a fair shout.
It's hard to disagree with that. I think it was almost just so obvious that it went a bit under the radar in a way. Do you know what I mean? They're just almost household names now out of nowhere. But I totally agree with what Dan said. What they've done for the sport as well is pretty massive. Boosting it to a new level almost. But
okay.
Yeah. They've all had.
I might change my vote.
And they're still only young. And you can think imagine in 5 years' time, if they keep developing like they're doing, it could be, could just be completely dominating.
Hard to disagree with that.
Okay, LeBron's.
I think so.
Fair enough.
Again, let us know in the comments, guys.
Yep. Yeah. If you can think of anyone else, maybe there's someone we've totally missed.
Yeah, my jet lag brain might have missed someone in fairness when I was chucking this together at 1 a.m. last night. But
cool.
No, this is great. No, it's good. This is why these conversations are good to have, right? Because everyone's got different opinions, and it is interesting because you've brought up some good ones there. Maybe I'm being a bit biased towards it was all of the bronze at Olympics and stuff, so it's just in my head. But
yeah. Bit of recency bias, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's been a great year.
Yeah.
Unbelievable, yeah. Looking forward to 2025 already.
What we got on the horizon for TTD? Is there any videos coming out in the next few weeks that they can look forward to or anything?
Well, we already mentioned
the Benjamin Faragi, which is great.
That's coming.
Yeah, hopefully get a TTD team challenge of him as well very soon in the new year.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, it'll be epic, won't it?
We filmed the Anders
phone.
Is that the phone video?
The phone video. There's a review video with him, a challenge, and then there's the phone video as well, which needs to go out. That has been delayed.
Anders won't be happy if there's more content that hasn't come out. All you do is film content with me, it doesn't go out.
Yeah. I was also going to say about, speaking of YouTubers, or Anders obviously does YouTube, Kanak Jar's now doing his YouTube channel. It's really good.
He's following the German Bundesliga. which is really good.
Hopefully in the build up to LA Olympics. Yeah. So that's really cool.
It's actually good. Table tennis players are making YouTube accounts as well because it's just helping grow in everything. Like people are seeing more insights and stuff.
More awareness to it.
Yeah, sure. It's happening in football now. Many footballers now are doing. I mean, Ronaldo has a YouTube channel now, which is insane. So what a year! What a year!
Yeah.
And TT Team Knockout is going to be this weekend. We'll probably release this video after the knockout.
Okay.
But that's going to be fun.
Yeah. Always good fun.
If you had a magic wand for next year, what would be your one thing you'd ask for? If you could make happen, I feel like I know what it's going to be.
TTD versus Marlon.
Yeah.
TT Team. Just how the Quadri Aruna video was, the TT Team Challenge, that style. We need that with Marlon.
Yeah, let's make it happen.
Yeah.
I'd turn up with a bin bag with all the stuff that he's given me and give it back to him.
A bin bag, you'd need 2 full suitcases.
He'd be like, I wonder where this sweatband went.
You know why we didn't see Joe on the Oslo trip at the start? Because Joe was in the actual baggage claim area.
Forget the baggage claim, he was in the suitcase.
I was in the hold of the plane trying to find it with my flashlight on.
Oh dear.
Walter was saying when he was flying over from Sweden to Oslo, they're on the plane and actually people were coming up getting signatures with Marlon who weren't actually even part of the event. So that goes to show how known he is. Like,
crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, so they like these people that come off, they were like random people. He said some of them in suits and stuff, and they were just asking him for a signature. Pretty nuts, isn't it?
Yeah, he is cool.
He is cool, isn't he?
His English is definitely better than...
It's really good,
very good.
Again, like just before he was about to go out and do his exhibition with Waldner, he's at the back and I filmed them and I said, like, is this going to be friendly? And he was like, right now friendly, but on the court, no.
Nice.
Is it going to be friendly?
It's going to be friendly. Right now, friendly. Inside, no.
Yes, he's got a sense of humor as well that he brings out. He's cheeky.
We need that challenge match.
That'd be great.
Yeah, we do.
That'd be great.
We'll get it. All right, guys, we better sign it off there then.
Maybe let us know in the comments below what you thought was the breakthrough shot of the year, best rally of the year, and best shot as well.
Yeah, let us know, guys, in the comments, and we will see you all in the next episode.
Subscribe, guys. We need it.
Let's go.